My sister was engaged to a man who, on the surface, seemed perfect, tall, handsome, a doctor. But underneath that charm, he was a narcissistic bully. He belittled people constantly, and seemed to enjoy making others feel small. I noticed it early on, but my sister brushed off my concerns, believing she was different, that he'd never treat her the same. Over time, the cracks showed. Despite my warnings, she stayed, maybe out of love or pressure from our family. Our parents adored him, and he was close with my 2 older brothers. But I kept noticing how he degraded her. Once at dinner, she offered her opinion, and he publicly tore her down. At another event, he ignored her completely and flirted with other women just to punish her after an argument. She'd come to me crying, sharing his outbursts and cruelty, yet she still clung to the belief that deep down, he loved her. Canceling the engagement seemed impossible with so much family expectation. Then came the night everything broke. At a big family dinner, he spent the whole evening mocking me. My brothers laughed along, and even my dad chimed in with his frustrations about me. When I finally stood up for myself, he tried to publicly humiliate me again. That's when my sister exploded. She stood up, screamed at him to leave me alone, then ran off crying. I tried to comfort her, but my dad wouldn't let me leave the table. Hours passed before I could check on her. When I finally did, she was a wreck. I begged her to leave him, not for herself, but for any future children she might have. What if he treated them the same? She agreed and broke off the engagement, but told everyone I convinced her. Instantly, the family turned on me. My dad and brothers blamed me for ruining everything. My mom, while kind, kept her distance emotionally. I became an outcast in my own home. Eventually, it exploded. My dad berated me for being a failure, for dragging my sister down. My brothers said they hated me. After a heated exchange, I told them all off, and my dad kicked me out of the house. My sister took me in. I stayed at her place, and the next morning she called my parents, hoping to smooth things over. But they were firm. I wasn't welcome back. She was stunned. They told her to come collect my things and refused to change their minds. Horrified by their behavior, my sister decided to cut them off completely, our parents and both brothers. I told her she didn't have to, but she insisted. She said she couldn't maintain relationships with people who treated me like that. Now I live with her. She's offered me a home, despite my being a broke student. She said I'm the only family she wants, at least until the rest make amends. But instead of feeling relief, I feel responsible. The family's torn apart, and I'm at the center of it. I believe I did the right thing helping my sister escape a toxic relationship, but I never imagined the fallout would be this severe. I want peace. I want reconciliation. I want us to be a family again. But no one seems to want that. What can I do to help fix this? Or should I accept that this is just how things are now?